So once you get your data collected and your key counter downloaded, if you so choose, you'll want to open LabChart to the file that you recorded. You'll want to find where in the file you are wanting to count from, and then you're going to need to set up your count. So go up here at the top to setup, and then hit channel settings. Type the number 2 so you get 2 channels. And then this channel doesn't need to be so big, so I just take it and drag it down. And then hit channel 2 over here on the right corner at the bottom in the blue, and then hit cyclic measurements. And then you're going to want to set it to count, and then event markers needs to be on, and then general shape should be sine, and then click this button over here to make the black lines go away so you just get the red lines. And you can take and zoom in and kind of find where you are in the graph. So I'm at about like 30 seconds, and just kind of see what it would look like. And then you can mess with your standard deviation. You can see what it is and isn't counting. For this one, I'm going to use about 1.5. You can change it later if you want. And then once you get all of this set up, just hit OK. And then you can see that it starts with the lines. You can see it's starting to count. Zoom in. So I analyze at 2 to 1. And then you're going to find wherever it started. And you can generally tell when you start seeing these dynamic spots of where it started. And you're going to right click and type add comment and then start count, which I had already did here. And then you're going to take this button over here, this marker, and drag it to the bottom channel, channel 2, where the start marker is, the start count comment. And then it's going to count all these spikes. So up here in the corner, you can see it has the time elapsed up here. And then this bottom one shows the number of spikes. And as mentioned previously, it's a little inaccurate. So you're just going to go through it, and this is just a demo of how you do it to count the spikes. And this is where the key counter comes in. So you start here, and let's see, we want that one, so hit a 1. We want this, but it didn't count it. We want this one, didn't count it. This one, this one, this one. This one right here is kind of tiny, but we want that one. This one. This one's good. And you're just hitting a 1 for all of these. 1 here, 1, 1, 1, 1 here. And then I click to see where I was, and then just scroll. Let's see. We want this one, 1, 1, 1. Keep going, this one. And this one's pretty good. The standard deviation was pretty good on this one, so you can see it's counting most of what we want. With this one, just keep scrolling through, and you're going to want to keep scrolling until you hit 10 seconds up at the top. We want this one right here, so hit the 1 there, and keep going. Here's another one. This one's small, but we can get this one, 1. One here. One here. One here. One here. We can count this one here, because this baseline's pretty straight, so that's probably a small one right there. One here. Here and here. We got this one here, and this one right here. Oh. These two. There's this one here, one here. There's this one right here. If you're unsure, you can highlight it and then hit this zoom at the top and it'll show you. You can see it big, like there's one right here. And then go back to the chart view. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. One right here where I clicked. One here. One here. And you could count this one too. One here. And you can see they're starting to get smaller, which is where we might run into issues. Like this one here, I wouldn't count that, so I would hit 2 right here, and the 2 means it counted something that I don't want, so type the number 2. One. This could be a 2. 2. 2. 2. And just keep scrolling. Here's a 2. 2. 2. So you can see the problem that you run into with standard deviations is changing it just a little bit can get all of these problems too. This is definitely one that we don't want right here. So you hit a 2 for that. 2. 2 right here. 2. And some of them you can see that like maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and it's kind of subjective, which is why we need this reproducibility scoring, is we need to see, you know, how subjective this is. If we get the general trends the same, or if the person counting it can be way off in what they are or not counting. So here's another 2. Keep scrolling through this. See this one, either or, maybe a 2 there. 2. So 2 here. You can see that we're about at the 6, a little over the 6-second mark. So depending on how straight your data is, how straight this line here is, how much background noise you have, it can take longer because this line is pretty straight. There wasn't a lot of background noise, but if you get a lot of background noise, this can take a lot longer because it'll count a lot of things that aren't really it, or it will miss a lot of things that are really it because there's just so much noise. So 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, probably 2 right here. 2, 2, 2. You could count this or not count this. You could probably just leave this one here. 2. 2, 2, 2. There's a 2 right here where I put the marker. 2, 2, 2, 2 right here, maybe. This one's really tiny, again, subjective. 2 here, 2 here. So you just go all the way through this. I know this might be getting a little boring, so I'm just going to scroll past this a bit. You get the general idea of what we're doing. So you're going to keep scrolling until you get to 10 seconds. And you want to get this like 10 seconds exactly. at the end here. And you can see when we get to the end, we're starting to get a lot more ones. Like I would want this, and this, and this, and this. So once you go through all of this, and you get to the end at about, well, not about, but like at 10 seconds, you will do what we did at the beginning, which is add a comment where you are and stop count. So at exactly 10 seconds right here, you want to stop this count. And then you'll see at the bottom over here, it tells you how many spikes it counted. So it counted 10, 15 spikes in this 10-second period. And then what you're going to want to do on your key counter is take 10, 15 and add the number that you typed of ones, and then subtract the number that you typed of two, and then that is your final number of the number of spikes that you got in that period. So that is how you do the analysis part.